It means so much that all of you are taking time to engage in this very important conversation.
Council President Nancy Navarro, along with County Executive Mark Elrich, kicked off the evening's discussions by explaining what the county wants to do and why.
Many times when we talk about racial equity or social justice, people tend to automatically think that this is only a moral issue or only a civil rights issue. But we need to also begin to acknowledge that this is definitely a socio-economic imperative.
And we have to come to grips with racism in this country because it's not going to fix itself.
Participants broke out into group discussions to talk about why racial equity matters to them.
Yeah, it's been 300, 400 years. There's been disparity in this country.
We try to work together. We try to live on the same block, but we don't party together. We don't. There's black cookouts and white cookouts.
After the group discussions, participants shared what their table talked about.
Having leaders who look like the community they represent, I think that's also one of the biggest things that we believe that's going to promote the biggest racial inequity and social justice.
We need more funding for programs like job training, after-school programs, and summer programming.
Another thing was histories, to teach real American histories, all of our immigration and migration stories.
We came up with things like self-education, develop a willingness to talk to others, even when it's an uncomfortable conversation.
Not just education of the youth, but also of adults on how to approach people of different races.
We bridge and close the income gap, and more importantly, income is how you earn a living, but wealth is property and owning homes and assets, something that can be passed on.
Stop this inequality of populations that are being sent to incarceration.
Investing in the most marginalized community in our county, because we said when the most marginalized people are liberated, then everyone is liberated. I think it's important that we have these conversations, these daunting and challenging conversations, because if we don't identify the problem, we can't move on from it. So I think coming together and having such a diverse county and having such a diverse group of people talking about their different experiences, I think is the gateway to moving forward.
To be in downtown Silver Spring, to be in Germantown, and then now to be here at the East County, we really heard a lot of the same things around education, around curriculum, around issues of criminal justice, around having more opportunities for our residents to have these conversations. So to me, I think that's been one of my big takeaways.
I think that what the county council and especially under Nancy Navarro's leadership has really left a legacy for the next group of folks to build on, but for us to continue. And I think that that's most important. I'm just hoping that as a county, as a community, and as a government body, we can sustain it.
It's been a real dream. I mean, I literally had to, visualize all of this in order to put together the timeline and the plan, and just to kind of be here and seeing it happening it's very, very rewarding for me.
For County Report this week, I'm Crystal Park in White Oak.